Graduands, graduates, guests, academic colleagues, mums, dads, friends, grandparents, supporters. Hello and welcome back to Leeds Beckett University. Please welcome the Academic Procession for the Leeds Law School. Over the course of 7 days, more than 9,000 undergraduate, postgraduate and research students and graduates will be joining us to celebrate their achievements. Today's procession features academics from across the Leeds Law School. Following our academics is our mace bearer, who would traditionally accompany the Chancellor or Vice-Chancellor to protect them from attack. But today their appearance is purely ceremonial. The mace was created in recognition of our name change to Leeds Beckett University in 2014. The design reflects the traditional style of ancient maces in acknowledgement of the long history of the university. Now that everyone is seated, it is time for today's ceremony to begin. We will start today's proceedings with speeches from Leeds Beckett representatives, who have played a key role in supporting the graduands and graduates here today. This part of the ceremony is a celebration of the hard work and dedication of the graduands, graduates and people who have supported them during their time at Leeds Beckett.
Chair of Governors, Deputy Vice-Chancellor, graduands, graduates and guests. I am Professor Chris Prince, Pro-Vice-Chancellor, and I'd like to welcome you to Leeds Beckett University on what is a very special occasion. This is a momentous and long-awaited day for us all. It is my great pleasure to formally open today's proceedings. I now present on screen Leeds Beckett University Chancellor, Sir Bob Murray Cbe.
We now present Chancellor of Leeds Beckett University, Sir Bob Murray Cbe.
It's an honour to address you on this long-awaited and joyous day. My name is Sir Bob Murray Cbe, and I am Chancellor of Leeds Beckett University, of which I am a proud graduate and honorary graduate. This year is special to me as it's the 50th anniversary since I graduated. I'm honoured to have been Chancellor for almost a decade. This privileged role has enabled me to witness the university's many achievements. 2022 marks 30 years since Leeds Beckett was awarded university status. In this time, more than 174,000 students have passed through the doors, creating a community of extraordinary talent. The university has created professionals in technology, business, legal, healthcare, sport, teaching, research, entrepreneurs, and innovators, making a positive impact on all. Each day, the university enhances the lives of all in the city, the country, and globally. They are Leeds Beckett graduates succeeding in over 150 countries. You made one of the most important decisions in your life by choosing Leeds Beckett University. You will all have incredible memories and friendships, which will remain with you for life. I'm under no illusion as to the amount of time, sacrifice, and sheer commitment demonstrated by you all. You've shown great tenacity. You set a goal and you've achieved them. You're entitled to feel very, very proud. Your degree will unlock doors and a bright future is before you. Please take time to really savor and capture this moment. Let the success you are celebrating today with your family, friends, and supporters give you the confidence to achieve your ambitions, whatever they may be. Seize opportunities, embrace all that life can offer, and don't be afraid. Be determined to aspire to a life of achievement. You have worked hard. You deserve the success that you have achieved. I wish you good luck and great fortune. Congratulations to you all.
We are now delighted to welcome Leeds Beckett University Chair of Governors, David Lowen.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Dean and staff of the School of Law, graduands and graduates, families and friends, honoured guest. I preside at this graduation ceremony as Pro-Chancellor and Chair of the governing body of the University. It is a great honour to do so on this very special day. And it is special, and we recognise quite how special by wearing full academic dress. And please don't believe that we go around dressed in this finery every day at university. Indeed, after 3 years in the wardrobe, it's always worth checking for moth. So gowns, caps, bonnets, formality define this day as a rite of passage for our graduands. And also, as the Chancellor mentioned, a celebration of hard work and achievement, a day to look back with pride, yes, but also a day to look forward to fresh challenges in a wider world. The Chancellor spoke of the opportunity for graduates to enhance the lives of others. Indeed, you will be better equipped to do so using the skills gained from your study at Leeds Beckett. However, we hope for more than higher skills and good citizenship from graduates of this university. We also hope for leadership. Inflation, Ukraine, human rights, political uncertainty, climate change, let alone COVID, you name it, these are tough and demanding times. Leeds Beckett hopes you will graduate with the power of vision, the energy, the determination, the values to set and maintain standards, and to lead others to a brighter and better future. This opportunity is yours. The responsibility also is yours. Graduates and graduates, around you are families and friends and your teaching staff. They have helped you to be where you are today. They have helped you with encouragement, by example, and no doubt your families have dipped into their pockets also. Graduands and graduates, if able, please rise. Now please express your thanks and appreciation to families and friends with applause and cheers. Thank you. Graduands and graduates, please be seated. Now, families and friends, there probably won't be another occasion quite like this. And this is your chance, in great numbers and with great noise, to say to them, congratulations and well done. So families and friends, if able, please rise and show us just how proud you are of them. Please sit. I think that tells you. There will be much more opportunity for cheering and celebrating today. So I suggest we start the progress towards the formal procedures of granting degrees. And we do that after a personal message from our Vice-Chancellor, Professor Peter Slee. Thank you.
With a special message for our graduands and graduates, we are delighted to present Vice-Chancellor Professor Peter Slee.
Welcome to this graduation ceremony. Graduation is a perfect time for celebration, for reflection, and for commitment. Today, we are celebrating your extraordinary character, and in particular, the tenacity, perseverance, and resilience you've demonstrated in completing your studies. During the global pandemic, you faced a unique set of challenges that are unknown to previous generations of students. You had to create new routines, new ways of working, and new ways of communicating. You met this incredible challenge head-on. You completed your studies. It's an achievement of which you should be justly proud. In any academic year, graduation is a period of transition and therefore of reflection, and this year profoundly so. The pandemic has shone a clear light on systematic inequality and injustice, and on a deep-seated unfairness that has become embedded in our world. It has shown us that our planet can heal itself, but only if we are prepared to change our priorities. The pandemic has shown us what is really critical to our happiness, our health, our families, our communities. It is re-emphasizing the power of kindness, collaboration, selflessness, and love. So here and now is surely a time for deep reflection. When we talk about the new normal, what is it that we actually mean? Are we really saying it will just be a marking of time until we rush back to return to things as they were? I don't think so. I think our world is ready to change. We have today in our hands an incredible opportunity to address the issues that face us, to change the world and to make it a better place, more just, fairer, more equal, more sustainable. So that brings me to commitment. Yes, these are difficult times, but none of us is ever defined by the cards that we've been dealt. It's how we play them that counts. So I'm asking you, as you take your next step in your life's journey, to make a personal commitment. Commit to changing the world. This isn't a soundbite. All journeys, however long, start with a single step. And if we act and behave consistently in pursuit of a goal or dream, then we can make positive change. You are blessed with talent and a great education. You have demonstrated qualities, resilience, determination, and courage. Don't stop now. In the next phase of your personal journey, be kind, be tolerant, be objective, be fair. In whatever role you take on, show support for colleagues, show professional commitment to your clients, your patients, and your customers. Be respectful to our planet. Volunteer in your community. Instill in your children the values of your generation. Continue to be resilient in the face of challenge. In this way, by using the talents you have demonstrated here at Leeds Beckett University, you will, step by step, change our world for the better. You are our future. You have everything in you that you need to succeed. So on behalf of all of us here at Leeds Beckett University, until we can meet again, I wish you all happiness and every success. Good luck in your journey.
Speaking on behalf of Leeds Law School, we now present Dean of School, Professor Deverell Capps.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Chair of Governors, Pro-Vice-Chancellor and University Secretary, graduates, graduands and guests. As the Dean of Leeds Law School, it is my great pleasure to welcome you all here today. Because today is a great day. It is a day when we all gather together to celebrate the hard work of our students who have studied and succeeded and are ready to take on new challenges in their life. It is a day for everyone, for parents, for grandparents, aunts, uncles, guardians and friends. It is a day when we say thank you to those who have supported our students, and our students say thank you to those who have supported them financially and emotionally through wisdom, counselling and companionship. Today is also a day when those who walk across the stage might collect prizes from the local law firms we work with, from the small businesses who support us, and our alumni who give something back to the institution that supported them. Our prize givers are in the audience today. Thank you. Now, I am immensely proud to be standing here today to see so many people collect the rewards of their labour. We have students who've studied our pure LLB, our law with international business and management, and this is the first graduation for our students who've studied law with criminology and also our M-Law in law and legal practice. We have students walking across the stage who have given legal advice to members of the public in our law clinic, and also many have had a year's placement in legal offices. My personal congratulations go to each and every student here today. Very well done. So we stand here in the First Direct Arena, built in 2013 on land previously owned by our university. With an overall capacity of 13,000 people, it was voted the best new world venue in 2014. The stage where I'm standing and speaking from has welcomed a collection of fantastic superstars, including Sir Elton John, the Kaiser Chiefs, Rod Stewart, Eric Clapton, Bryan Adams, Iron Maiden, Adam Ant, Depeche Mode, Michael McIntyre, and also Joanna Lumley. All of these names are names that you might recognise. Now, when I graduated with my degree from Sheffield Polytechnic in the 1990s, I never thought that it would lead to me being here today. I never thought that I would become a teacher and an academic, and I certainly never thought that I would become a dean or a professor. And to give a greater sense of perspective, I never thought that I would be standing in the footsteps of Frankie Valli and his Four Seasons. But what am I trying to get at? My clear message to our graduates is whether you're leaving us today with an LLB, a law with, an LPC, a GDL, a master's, or a doctor of philosophy, don't think about where you will be today or tomorrow. Life is a rich tapestry. It has its ups and its downs. As one door closes, rest assured, another will open. Please try and take all of the opportunities that life affords. The greatest regrets tend to be for the things that we haven't done. But let me say this: courage is not the absence of fear. It is the knowledge that there is something more important than fear. So in life, always try and be courageous. Now, no legal speech would ever be complete without a little Latin. And so, as I draw this address to a close, I will leave you with a well-known Latin maxim, and one that I most certainly live by, and that is Carpe Diem, which means seize the day. But above all, when you leave here today, please do one thing for all of us. Go out and do some good, and remember, life is a daring adventure or nothing. I now invite the Head of Law, Melissa Askew, to announce the awards for the Leeds Law School.
Graduands and graduates, this is the moment where your individual achievements will be recognised, alongside those of your classmates. Please remain seated until one of our ushers asks you to stand. Remember to bring your announcer or name card with you as you queue up at the side of the stage. When you get to the stage, don't forget to smile for photos and your stage clip, which we'll send to you later. Parents, supporters, mums, dads, grandparents and friends, we ask that you remain seated during this part of the ceremony, but we encourage loud applause and cheers for our graduands and graduates.
Good afternoon. Chair of Governors, Deputy Vice-Chancellor, I am pleased to present graduands and graduates from Leeds Law School for the following awards. For the award of Legal Practice for the course of Postgraduate Diploma 2021, Hina Hussain. For the course of Bachelors of Law for the award of Bachelors 2020. Thank you. Chudibem Agu. That's that one. No. Excuse us while we find the right card. I've got it. It's okay. Okay. We ready? Yeah. Okay. Bachelor of Laws 2020, Katie Winfield. Thank you. Recipient of the Schofield Sweeney Prize for Best Student Performance on Conveyancing, Alvina Axon. Melissa Bannister. Alex Birtwistle. Abby Chadwick. Anissa Chowdhury. Mia Paris Cummins. Lukvinder Digpal. Molly Eckersley. Hope Edwards. Joshua Fairburn. Colette Farrer. Katie Fay. Tahera Gassemi. Recipient of the Park Square Barristers Prize, awarded for the best graduating student on the LLB. Also the Ridley and Hall Prize for Mental Health Law, the Thomas Reuters Prize for UK Anti-Terrorism Law, and the Stowe Family Prize for Child Law, Victoria Greenhalgh. Victoria Hall. Syra Hassan. Alicia Horrigan. Lewis Howard. Lily Jackson. Mohammed Javed. Joseph Jennings. Abigail Kelly. Corey Kendall. Malika Khan. Chelsea Ledger. Sophie Levitt. Tyler McLean. Alina Mahmood. Assad Mahmood. Bethany McCormack. Rihanna Ollett. Fiona Louise Polland. Amreen Rafiq. Laiba Rashid. Megan Riley. Abigail Roper. Colette Rowell. Emily Scoley. Caitlin Sheriff. Recipient of the Leeds Law School Prize for Company Law Extended Study and the Thomas Reuters Prize for Competition Law, James Simpson. Ellie Taff. Recipient of the Crown Prosecution Service Prize for Best Overall Dissertation, Jade Taylor-Vickers. Laura Yaff. Benjamin Abu Bakr. Lena Al-Kahunzi. Sophia Atkinson. Megan Baker. Lois Barker. Ethan Barron. Recipient of the Minchkoff Solicitors LLP Prize for Company Law, Lyle Baradell. Alicia Bibby. Thank you. Shamila Bibby. Ethan Birtwhistle. Max Bonner. Mitchell Booth. Neve Burke. Jasmine Cottage. Isabel Clark. Isabella Davies. Tiffany Devlin. Lena Durrani. Recipient of the Leeds Law School EU Law and International Trade Law Prize and Virtuoso Legal Prize for Intellectual Property Law, George Fiddis. Harriet Finley. Oliver Foster. Abigail Gilbert. Bethany Hartshawn. Mina Hassan. Amy Hunter. Abby Kemp. Millie Lawrence. Ewan Madison. Francesca Morley. Marian Dow. Alexander Palmer. Alicia Parchment. Tegan Patrick. Abby Payne. Hannah Perrin. Samantha Pryor. Recipient of the Front Row Legal Prize for Media and Entertainment Law, Talia Punton. Anya Reid. Megan Roberts. Anastasia Rowe. Amelia Rowland. Recipient of the Leeds Law School Equity Prize, Abigail Rutherford. Alicia Sanna. Leah Scarth. Chloe Sheehan. Megan Stanley. Chantel Stapleton. Recipient of the Leeds Law School Prize for Law Clinic, James Sweeney. Francis Tate. Amreen Tariq. Hanzala Tariq. Sarah Thorpe. Thomas Wake. Callum Ward. Lauren Williams. Curtis Wilmot. For the law course for the award of Bachelor of Laws 2022, Mazen Abdul Hassan. Grace Acton. Maria Amadou. Seramu Adenurure. Nimra Idris. Humaira Ahmed. Saba Aklak. Yusuf Al-Haji. Amir Ali, Faiza Ali, Fahad Al-Materi, recipient of Bright Futures Scholarship, Yasmin Andrews. Ikra Azad, Lauren Beadle, Daniel Brooksbank, Priyajit Chahal, Joel Challen, Hannah Chessa, Nikhil Chauhan, Charlie Christian McGrail, Courtney Clark, Samuel Clark, Grace Krellin, Callum Curry, Ben Day, recipient of the Leeds Law School Prize for Law of the EU, Minchkoff's Solicitors LLP Prize for Company Law, and Front Row Legal Prize for Media and Entertainment Law, Ola Devoy. Harima Din, Amna Ditta, Siobhan Endicott, Mohammed Fadol, Mohammed Fateh, Katie Fletcher, Kinga Nadia Gajewska, Brogan Jared Johnson, Alicia Grocott, Sohail Mohammadi, Simran Hampson, recipient of the Park Square Barristers Award, recipient of the Park Square Barristers Prize awarded for the best graduating student on the LLB, and the Minster Law Prize for the best performing Silex student, Anna Harrison. Recipient of the Leeds Law School Prize for Company Law, Extended Study, Stuart Heddin. Recipient of the Trinity Chambers Prize for Advocacy, Anna Hernandez. Seth Hooker. Amber Hopkins. Bazen Hosanzada. Recipient of the CPS Prize for the Best Overall Dissertation, Emma Howe. Alika Huntley. Alicia Hussain. Recipient of the Stowe Family Law Prize for Child Law, Saba Hussain. Sobia Hussain. Naheem Urshad. Lauren Jacobson. Danielle Kay. Recipient of the Leeds Law School Prize for Law Clinic, Alicia Khan. Maria Khan. Recipient of the Halifax Law Society Scholarship, Zain Khan. Recipient of the Leeds Law School Prize for Company Law Extended Study, M-Law Integrated Masters, Lena Kanum. Kitty Lambert. Georgia Livingston. Brandon Long. Alexandra Simona Luca. Recipient of the Leeds Law School Prize for Property Law, the DLA Piper Prize awarded for the best overall performance on Year 2 of the LLB, the Leeds Law School ELS and Crime Prize, the Leeds Law Society Prize awarded for outstanding achievement and contribution, and the Schofield Sweeney Prize for best student performance on conveyancing, Naomi McIntyre. Zaira Mahmood. Sharuk Malik. Sana Maroof. Amy McConaughey. Isabel McKenzie. Mia McNulty Powell. Lauren Meddings. Recipient of the Leeds Law School Crime Prize and Virtuoso Legal Prize for Intellectual Property Law, Harry Morton. Phoebe Murphy. Arman Mataza. Angus Nicholson. Daniel Nolan. Recipient of the Leeds Law School Career Development Prize, the Thrive Law Prize for Employment Law Extended Study, and Leeds Law School Prize for Client Care Skills, Emma O'Brien. Emily Oddy. Aman Panasar. Eve Pearson. Jodie Percival. Jodie Mo Perkins. Lauren Pickford. Bethany Plant. Ellie Porter. Yaya Qureshi. Lily Ramsey. Simi Rana. Maisie Reeder. Ben Rivers. Dilys Roswell. Abby Rumble. Eden Scummel. Recipient of the Leeds Law School Prize for Medical Law, Charlotte Scott. Sarah Shaw. Sylvia Shumba. Bethany Sidlow. Coladale Sinkay. Chloe Skelton. Recipient of the Thomson Reuters Prize for UK Anti-Terrorism Law, Kelsey Stafford. Simona Strimate. James Stewart. Olivia Tarmy. Hannah Taylor. Recipient of the Harrison Bunny Prize for Criminal Evidence, Douglas Tomlinson. Meredith Tomlinson. Kiera Tranter. Carolina Bakoviak. Charlie Faye Watson. Bethany Jade Wilkinson. Libby Wood. Olivia Wright. From the Law with Criminology course for the award of Bachelor of Laws 2021, Brittany Bradley. Recipient of the Thomas Reuters Prize for UK Anti-Terrorism Law, the Irwin Mitchell Prize for Best Overall Graduating Student on an LLB Law With course, the Leeds Law School Prize for Best Graduating Student on the LLB Law with Criminology, and the Leeds Law School Property Prize, Laura Brennan. Megan Deal. Amy Fox. Mirren Haig. Soraya Moreira Embalo. Corinne Motzi. Olivia Prestwich. From the Law with Criminology course for the award of Bachelor of Laws 2022, Megan Abbott. Rubab Ali. Rain Ambler. Recipient of the Irvin Mitchell Prize for Best Overall Graduating Student on an LLB Law With course, the Leeds Law School Prize for Best Graduating Student on the LLB Law with Criminology, and the Ridley and Hall Prize for Mental Health Law, Isabel Andrews. Kate Bishop. Emily Gibson. Ellie Henderson. Recipient of the Leeds Law School Prize for Equity and Trusts, the Leeds Law School Prize for Best Overall Performance on Year 2 of the LLB Law with Criminology, Megan Holland. Adil Hussain. Simra Hussain. Rosie Ingle. Radia Kershid. Lewis Lake. Megan Lawson. Amira Maroof. Aidan McFarlane. Madison McKinley. Harley Middleton. Andrea Miranda. Emma Robson. Emily Skinner. Eva Shrinska. Matthew Smythe. Ellie Swan. Victoria Shabaranan. Madeline Thompson. Amy Underwood. Freya Ward. Zofia Veslovska. Chloe Wharton. Jansen Wilkinson. Chloe Williams. India Williams. Jessica Wools. Phoebe Van Gemeren. From the Law with Finance course for the award of Bachelor of Laws 2021, Damien Hoffler. Alexandra Medetska. Recipient of the Leeds Law School Prize for Best Overall Performance on Year 2 of the LLB Law with Finance, the Thomson Writers Prize for Competition Law and the Leeds Law School Prize for Best Graduating Student on the LLB with Finance, Etienne Tillon. From the Law with International Business course for the award of Bachelor of Laws 2020, Sarah Jordan. From the Law with International Business course for the award of Bachelor of Laws 2021, Dana Al-Mahadi. Cedric Atsi. From the Law with International Business course for the award of Bachelor of Laws 2022, Danielle Afuge. India Edwards. Victoria Ball. Recipient of the Leeds Law School Public Prize and Leeds Law School Prize for Best Graduating Student on the LLB Law with International Business Management, Molly King. Recipient of the Leeds Law School Prize for Best Overall Performance on Year 2 of the LLB with International Business, Erin Loughran. Jack Milner. Olivia Peart. From the Law course for the award of Postgraduate Diploma 2020, Justin Muheath. From the Law course for the award of Postgraduate Diploma 2021, MD Yusuf Ali. Chloe Birch. Paris Eddy. David Trundle. Rosa Ray. From the Law course for the award of Postgraduate Diploma 2022, Recipient of the Leeds Law School Prize for the Best Overall Performance on the GDL, July 2022, and the Leeds Law School Prize for Property Law, Sophie Aldridge. Sarah Bennett. Recipient of the Leeds Law School Prize for European Union Law and Leeds Law School Prize for the Best Overall Performance on the GDL, March 2022, Rachel Charles. Abdul Jobber. Recipient of the Leeds Law School Prize for Independent Legal Research Project, July 22, Rosalind Kearney. Victoria Curtin. Natasha Tack. From the Legal Practice course for the award of Postgraduate Diploma 2020, Maria Emin. Francesca Thomas. From the Legal Practice course for the award of Postgraduate Diploma 2021, Charlotte Brennan. Mark Chichon. Anissa Khan. Damarida Martini. Anam Nawaz. Nanaya Nisia. Jenna Pengele. And Jenna wins the Capstick Award for the best performance in personal injury. Sumaya Salou. From the Legal Practice course for the award of Postgraduate Diploma 2022, Yoada Moko. Amelia Novitska. Igor Skepex. Molly Schutt. So Gabriella Vonnier wins the MA Law Award and the Clarion Company Law Award. Thomas Wakefield. Laura Wilkes. Paul Zamoye. From the Law and Legal Practice Exempting course for the Award of Integrated Masters of Law 2022, Lucy Donnelly. Ellie Evans. Amy Hall. Emily Pimlett. From the International Business Law course for the award of Master of Laws 2022, recipient of the Leeds Law School Prize for Intellectual Property Law, the Leeds Law School Prize for the Best Overall Performance on the Masters of Laws International Business Law, and the Leeds Law School Prize for Dissertation, Carolina Maideker. From the Legal Practice course for the award of Master of Laws 2020, Maisie Collier. Kirsty Cronin. Ida Eldeeb. Erin Garnham. And the winner of the Black Solicitors Employment Law Prize is Shirley Gamady. Arzu Khan. Grace Abakoli. Bethan Clements Hunt. From the Law Course for the Award of Master of Laws 2021, Zara Ijaz. Harry Fox. Susanna Gaziorowska. Fiona Haig. Amara Khalifa. Kainat Khalik. Charlotte Lindley. Zain Mahmood. Veronica Olofska. Lady Jeston Salter. Henna Shagil. Katie Small. Olivia Walker. From the Legal Practice Course for the Award of Master of Laws 2022, Zaki Siddiq. Megan Walsh. Mariam Yazin. From the England and Wales Course for the Award of Master of Laws 2020, Jennifer Ely. Alice Johnson. Aladepo Te Folarin. Ellie Wynne. From the England and Wales Course for the Award of Master of Laws 2021, Mohammed Alam. Al Kamal Badruzaman. Chloe Darcy. Recipient of the Leeds Law School Prize for Independent Legal Research Project, March 22, Joseph Ayres. Rebecca Hudson. Siwehiwa Madamu. Decnil Mulcahy. Chiara Newell, and Chiara is the recipient of the Leeds Law School Prize for European Union Law. Gemma Robinson. Chloe Watson. From the Qualifying Law Degree Course for the Award of Master of Laws 2020, Madara Basha de Rodrigo Edirimuni. I now invite Professor Andrew Slade to present the Research Awards for Leeds Law School.
The degree of Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to candidates who have pursued a programme of individual research leading to work of publishable quality. Each candidate will have written a substantial thesis and have been examined by a panel of experts at a viva voce examination. For the thesis entitled Towards a New Nuclear Civil Liability Regime Model in the Arab Gulf Cooperation Council countries, lessons taken from the international regime. This project addresses the compliance extent between the GCC countries' civil liability regime and the international civil liability regime, and the importance of nuclear law for the GCC countries. For the award of Doctor of Philosophy, I present Dr. Saad Al-Fazi. For the thesis entitled Modern Slavery Survivor Pathways, a Critique of UK Policy, Legislation and Practice. This thesis critically examines the UK's support provisions for modern slavery survivors and assessed the impacts of legal processes and immigration enforcement on their recovery. For the award of Doctor of Philosophy, I present Dr. Anne-Marie Greenslade. For the thesis entitled Immigration Practitioners and the Refugee Convention, Is It Time for a New Legal Framework? This work explores the activist lawyers who navigate the complex web of international, regional and domestic legislation and policy to uphold refugee and human rights. For the award of Doctor of Philosophy, I present Dr. Catherine Langley. For the thesis entitled An Investigation into the Process by which an Action Team's Culture Influences Performance. An investigation into the influence of culture on the performance of an action team with a particular focus on the role of identity. For the award of Doctor of Business Administration, I present Dr. Jeremy Coyle. Pro-Chancellor, Dean, that concludes awards for this ceremony.
Today's ceremony features an honorary award. Leeds Beckett University is proud to recognise individuals who have excelled in their field or made a significant contribution to public life with an honorary degree. We have awarded more than 250 honorary degrees since 1982. Many of our honorary graduates are also graduates of our university. Whether they are already alumni or not, our honorary graduates represent the values that we promote to our students: excellence, inspiration, creativity, professionalism, enterprise, integrity, and a desire to make the world a better place for others. Today, we are pleased to present Jason Pitter QC with an honorary Doctorate of Laws.
My name is Jason Pitter Queen's Counsel. I'm a barrister. When I was in my mid-teens, not really sure which way I wanted to go. We had a greater sense of injustice in terms of interactions with the state and authority, and you had to ask yourself whether that was because of injustice, unfairness, racism, discrimination, which then had an influence on my decision ultimately to study law. When I first started to study and I went to King's College in London, I realised how different I was. And when I came to practice law as a barrister, I was probably the very first black pupil who'd gone through that route of university then into pupillage. And it took some time before I was able to find myself and find my voice and become confident with being who I am. When I started, you very much had that typical profile of person who would be a barrister, typically a man, typically middle class, typically white. The real difficulties I felt I faced were trying to tread that line of being true to myself, to find a way that somebody like me would fit in. And then you overcome that idea, which we call imposter syndrome now, finding a way to reassure yourself that you are as good as everybody else. Because I've experienced the difficulties and the hurdles, I support people from backgrounds like myself. I did a talk once and I was disappointed to hear that a number of the experiences were some of the very things I had gone through. I was very keen then to lend my support, not just financially, but also to be visible. It's all very well people giving opportunities, but there's no point if you don't help somebody understand how best to take advantage of it. I went to a great university, but I was still in so many respects fumbling around in the dark. So I'm really keen on us turning on the light switch when we let them into the room, let them see how they can work their way through and succeed. I think everybody should feel obliged to give back, helping where you could, support financially, going to schools, going to youth groups, helping with the coaching, helping with the organisation, even if it's down to just basic encouragement and saying to people, if you have confidence in yourself, you work hard enough, you might be able to achieve your dream. I sit as part of the Bar Council's Equality, Diversity and now Inclusion Committee, so it hopes to tackle that stereotyped view of what a barrister should be. One of the key aspects of any justice system must be that people who are interacting with it feel properly represented and by a profession which reflects society across the board. To receive the honorary doctorate, I just felt really privileged and honoured. It was never anything which I would have even contemplated receiving. And straight away I had those thoughts of what would the folks have thought about it. I know my parents were proud of what I'd achieved. My dad, although he wasn't somebody who is a traditional Caribbean thing, he wouldn't say it often, but when he did, it meant so much. Something my dad always said to me, and I've used it as an ethos, he said, be true to yourself. That means you are hopefully able to back who you are. Don't ever view yourself as being better than anybody else, but always remember there's nobody that's better than you either.
Chair of Governors, Deputy Vice-Chancellor, graduands, graduates and guests. It is a privilege and a pleasure to introduce Jason Pitter for the award of Honorary Doctor of Laws honoris causa. Jason Pitter QC was born in Chapeltown, Leeds. His parents were immigrants from Jamaica as part of the Windrush generation, whose sense of duty and circumstances led them to the UK, with the understanding that they were needed to help in post-war Britain. Their sacrifice, as with so many others, was to leave behind loved ones, including children, in the hope of a better life for all. It is Jason's upbringing that has shaped his understanding of community, social justice and equality. He was the first in his family to attend university, and this transition to professional life was affected by issues of self-doubt and lack of confidence. Jason's experiences growing up made a significant impact on his career ambitions. Jason was called to the bar in 1994. He started pupillage in 1995 and became a Queen's Counsel in 2014. In 2016, he became Deputy Head of New Park Court Chambers in Leeds. And in 2018, he was appointed as a recorder. Jason was the first black head of chambers, Queen's Counsel, and recorder on the North Eastern Circuit. Jason is also engaged with the Bar Council and the North Eastern Circuit in relation to equality and diversity, in particular regarding issues of social mobility and race within the legal profession. He has made a considerable contribution in his career to public life, prosecuting and defending in serious crimes, regulatory crime, and professional misconduct, both nationally and locally. Jason is actively involved in improving lives of young people in Chapeltown. He was financially engaged in supporting and coaching Chapeltown's Mandela Warriors basketball club, where he played growing up. He's also engaged in mentoring and acting as a role model for young people in the community. Jason is committed to supporting the next generation of lawyers and provides university scholarship support for law students from ethnic minority and underprivileged backgrounds. He frequently engages speaking at schools and universities in relation to access to the legal profession and has actively monitored several lawyers who have transitioned into practice. Jason, for your service to public life, it is my great pleasure to call upon Chair of the Board of Governors, David Lowen, to confer on you the award of Honorary Doctor of Law, honoris causa.
I wouldn't mind seeing that video again, actually. Chair of Governors, Deputy Vice-Chancellor, distinguished colleagues, graduands, graduates, and guests. It's an overwhelming honor to receive this honorary doctorate today. And the reality is the honor is magnified 3 times over because I'm privileged to receive this not only with those just starting on their journey, but those who are already in the foothills, having left base camp towards their individual summits. And therefore, I wish the same good fortune to the graduates of 2020 and 2021 as I do to those of the cohort of 2022. So well done to all of you. I'm also privileged to receive this in what feels like, and I do hope I'm not wrong, a turning point in which society may just be beginning to embrace what needs to be done in relation to effective equality of opportunity and a true meritocracy. I use the word effective deliberately. So whilst the doors of opportunity are opening, as I said, there's no point opening those doors if you don't show those going through it, our graduates and graduands, how to find their way through once they go through it. I remember back when I was that young kid from Chapeltown, now just a mile or so from here. As you heard, a son of 2 immigrants of the Windrush era. Well, my only contact with the local universities, this and Leeds University, was when our basketball team were playing against them and winning. When I emerged then from the local state schools in Leeds and went to King's College in London to embark on my legal career, my journey, it was something of a rude awakening. I simply didn't fit. Wrong accent, wrong face, wrong region, and wrong color. Like many, I could have easily lost my way. The wider effects of direct and indirect racism, classism, sexism, genderism, the list goes on, meant that for so many, the door of opportunity was in reality only just ajar, and for many, it was quickly slammed shut. For others, it seemed that that sense of privilege had not only flung the door open for them, but had highlighted the way to their summit. And so in accepting this award, I raise a challenge to the establishment, to the learning institutions, and to people like myself in my position, who found a way around, over, and if all else fails, through those obstacles. A challenge to find that way of helping our graduates and our students, regardless of their background, to tap into and fully exploit their opportunity that Dev told us about and their potential. In that sense, I view this award as a part of that process, to help shine a light on what's on the other side of the door and illuminate that path. You see, there's so much more to it than just filling our students with knowledge. We must teach them how to exploit the opportunities that come with that knowledge. And for my part, I'll always hold out a hand to guide anybody from whatever background through, around, and over those obstacles. Not to pull you. That's your job. That's the hard work for which you are being made ready and for which you will be rewarded. So in accepting this award, I have to, of course, recognize all of those who've held out that hand of support for me, helped me with that guidance and given me that encouragement. And it's a long list, from my parents to my family, especially my main motivation, the wife, the children, the community elders, the close friends, and to those who were simply prepared to give that kid from Chapeltown a chance. And that's all I needed. But let's turn to the challenge for you, the graduates and graduands. The challenge for you is to be brave and push through the door and head out to that summit that you have set for yourself. It's the only way you will ever begin to come close to fulfilling your potential. It's the same courage that each of the bigwigs in my job, the big hats here, the fellow honorary doctors, graduands, graduees on the stage have shown to push the limits and overcome their personal barriers, to make the huge impacts they have, not just within their fields, but within their wider communities. Without that courage, your potential remains simply that, potential. So be brave and be kind. And as you do so, I sincerely hope that my story will become of less interest, that my story becomes part of the norm as you hold the door open with that kindness for those behind you. Until then, I'll hold on to this award. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, graduates. Well done on what you have achieved. Please welcome back your Dean of School, who will formally confer your award and congratulate you on everything that you have achieved.
Chair of Governors, Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Dr. Pitter, Professor Christopher Prince, Pro-Vice-Chancellor, and also Caroline Thomas, University Secretary and Registrar, and perhaps most importantly, all of the Leeds Law School academic staff. Before I get on to my main particular part, I would like to invite all of our graduates to stop by 10 Queen Square on their way to wherever they might be heading after today to collect a very small party bag. And if I could also ask mums, dads and anybody else just to remind the people they're with to come and get their little bag, a memento from all of us. So, let's move on. I now ask that all of our graduands and graduates who are able to please stand. By the virtue of the authority vested in me, I confer upon you the degrees and awards of Leeds Beckett University for which you have qualified. Many congratulations. Now, graduates, now doesn't that sound good? We're all here today to celebrate your achievements, and it's a real privilege and a great joy for us to be able to share in your success. But what I'd like to do is also now to take a moment to recognise those individuals who have graduated in absentia, whose names were displayed at the start of the ceremony, and whilst they are not here with us today, we recognise their achievements as we recognise yours. And so, graduates and guests, please applaud. Please be seated. And so finally, on behalf of everyone here at Leeds Law School, Leeds Beckett University, may I congratulate you once again on your achievements and on your graduation ceremony here today. Very well done.
Congratulations from your school.
Chair of Governors, Deputy Vice-Chancellor, graduates and guests. Before we close, please join me in congratulating again all those who have just graduated. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated until the procession has left the auditorium. Graduates, please leave after the academic procession, and guests, please follow after the graduates have left the auditorium. Chair of Governors, Deputy Vice-Chancellor, graduates and guests, I now declare the formal proceedings closed. Enjoy the rest of your evening and thank you.
Our academic procession is now leaving, which marks the end of your graduation ceremony. Once the procession have left the auditorium, our ushers will then ask graduates to leave first, followed by guests. Once you have met up with your family and friends outside of the arena, we ask that you move back to the Rose Bowl as quickly as possible, where there will be informal photo opportunities, music, refreshments, and a special guest appearance from Beckett Bear. Congratulations, graduates, and enjoy the rest of your special day.